And we are officially live, and we actually have a pretty good crew tonight. I'm
Hang on, what does that mean?
We're pretty good.
We're pretty good.
I was just like, all right, I lied. This is a really great panel.
This is a great crew.
This is a great crew. I mean,
Welcome
we
to
have
the
more.
C+ crew,
We have more than 2 people this time.
I mean, well, the joke writes itself. Mikey, go. Mikey, go.
Yes. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the All Elite Ensemble review. We're gonna keep that in 2026. Your weekly AEW, post-show breakdown here at the BC WrestlePod Network. And as y'all can see, we did some little upgrades. We actually look quasi decent, which is to mask our shenanigans that always goes on during these post-show breakdowns.
Yeah, Benny found out before we started, if you look directly at the screen, you will disassociate rather quickly. Like, you will just fade away and just be gone.
Be like, this is to hypnotize y'all to hit that subscribe button.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh.
No, but not honest. I'm like 2026. We're gonna go with a retro 90s-esque theme. I am a child of the 90s, so bite me. Anyways, no, but I'm excited to be here tonight. We are going to be reviewing this past week in AEW weekly programming. Thank God, because it seems like we've been on go since April, and we finally have just regular TV for AEW for the next 2 months before we get back into there's a pay-per-view every single month. So I was like, woo, we have some actual breathing room, and this has been crazy. But of course, my name is Mikey, El Jefe of BC WrestlePod. Joining me this evening, of course, as always, the right-hand man, with the stand, Mr. Baron. You changed your name again. I just realized it. I should have noticed it sooner. Betty is in the house. I was just like, between you and JVL, this is glorious, and I loved it.
Baron Von Latchkey is totally the bad guy from Punch-Out. Isn't that a bad guy from a Punch-Out game?
It is now. Breaking news: Benny will be the model.
There you go.
Exactly. Breaking news: Benny will be the model for the next fill-in boss character in the newest Punch-Out game, coming to the Switch 2 near you in your dreams.
Oh, take that Nintendo money. That'd be great.
For reals. And then, of course, making his re-debut, a la like Stardom and AEW Dark, the Professor. John is back in the building.
Hi!
Nick is already calling it out. It's just like, long time no see. What's up?
Hey, I'm seeing. How you doing, dude? It's been rough working. Nothing bad. Just busy last few months and trying to catch up on things that I can. And great to see Nick. I try to watch Nick stuff too. Him and his wife are doing a killer job over there, and I try to catch up on things we can. Finally had time to watch AEW consistently to get here to the review. The last few weeks it was not working out. I'm not going to bother us with questions because I know we got a lot to get to, and there's a few plot holes I could fill in for. There's a few things you might have taken for granted, but there's a few things that I've noticed jumping back in the last few weeks. Like, oh, that's different. Oh, that's changed. But we'll talk about that when we go. Most of them are kind of vain and petty, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
We love it. We will fill in those gaps with all the stuff as best as we can. So this is going to be a fun one. Of course, unfortunately, we are missing JVL tonight, who, of course, the one-time professor is here. He is not, and I am going to rub it in when we're done with this review.
We got a John quota. The John quota. We got to have at least one. We'll see how long that lasts.
For reals. I was just like, we will get everybody on the show at some point. Anyways, but before we get into the breakdown of Dynamite and Collision from this past week, really quickly, we've been on the internet for like 3.5 years at this point, which is crazy that we haven't gotten taken down at this point. Listen, It has been a journey. But that being said, if you've been on this journey with us 3.5 years, or you're new to us, I'm not going to keep you from what you're really here to see. So if you like what you see here, you can follow us on the YouTube, on the Twitch, or the Kick. You can subscribe, follow us, do whatever you want, because freedom of choice is a thing. And yes, we still believe in that, even though certain places do not. We also have some fun merchandise for you available at our shop, bcwrestlepodshop.fourthwall.com. Yes, I'm plugging in the merch because new designs are coming this weekend. I finally, my ADHD brain, finally actually liked the designs that I went with, and those will be going up this weekend. Listen,
Okay.
my artistic/autistic brain is just like, this is good. I don't like it now when I come back to it the next day. So, but I finally got a design for it, so it's fantastic.
If any of you have been watching for a few years, you've known that we've gradually gotten more and more neurodivergent as time has gone on.
I mean,
it's just more and more in a good way too. Like it's just sort of interwoven and all over the place.
Also, have you met this crew? Anywho, we also are on all the social media platforms, so you could just pick a social media platform of your choice. We might be there. We're not on Snapchat and Twitter for sure, but we're pretty much everywhere else at BC WrestlePod. And on those social media sites, you can see our report cards, our predictions forms. You know, me rubbing it in how I'm running first place in the AEW Predictions League, but not by a lot. And how Will is crushing me in TNA, which is crazy, which is fantastic. And NXT is boning the rest of us really, really hard of how off the wall picks we have not gotten. More on that after the show. It's crazy. But yeah, we also have a little coffee bot who will be popping in ever so often. If you want to help pay for these AEW pay-per-views, man, because AEW, I love y'all, but you're the only company where I'm still shelling out money for these pay-per-views, but it's okay because it's worth it, honestly. And I have not regretted buying a pay-per-view all 2025 for, the AEW. So there we go. No, Nick, I told you this is something that we were going to talk about later, but yeah, that's the shipping coming to you.
Well, that's right. Didn't one of us have to wear a onesie? Or are we at that time yet?
Not yet. We still have until April for all the promotions, so we're good on that one.
Nick reminded me to start doing crunches for when I have to wear a onesie.
Be like, thank you, Nick. We love you.
Thanks for the reminder. This is gonna hurt.
And new friend, hi, welcome to the shenanigans. That is our AEW Post-Show Breakdown.
Welcome.
Hello. Yes, Nick, it is a onesie.
Onesie. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yep, exactly like that.
I know we haven't really started yet, but we're about to jump in. And Benny and I, this one hurts us both. I'll bring this up. I have a different one that I'll bring up for Collision. What the hell did Max do to his hair?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could just look at this pic.
Oh, look, it started.
Yeah, it started. Well, I mean, he brought up Max's hair because this picture is also not. This picture is also
the dude had a glorious widow's peak, and now he's gone full Corleone. Like, look, it's got. Oh man, it's not quite plugs. It's not quite a toupee, but it's right in the shoe polish wheelhouse, man.
Yeah. It looks like shoe polish for sure.
And I'm not judging.
CM Punk implants, Nick.
Woof.
Not the CM Punk implants.
I hear they give you cancer.
Woo! And I heard time travel causes Parkinson's. Yeah, I can't believe I'm not saying I was disappointed as someone who lost their hair rather quickly in life, but it was also like, oh man, because now he has like the wavy forehead thing, and he looks behind himself, and it's almost the John Cena. It's like, damn it, MJF, I had hopes for you.
Yeah. Like, it was like the first thing that I noticed when he came back. I was like, what is happening here, buddy? Why is it straight? And like, it looks fuller in the front than it does in the back. Like, what?
It's
you do one Adam Sandler movie. And now you got Hollywood all over your face. Come on.
I mean, we're not going to dive too deep into that, but we do. I mean, let's get into this because this was the opening segment of the New Year Smash edition of AEW Dynamite. Mm-hmm. And so what ended up happening is we hear from MJF, who is our new AEW World Champion, winning that fatal 4-way at World's End. And so he brought back the Triple B, you guys. So that gaudy belt is back in this company, which we love. It's fantastic. Nick, I'm mad at you. Do not invoke Lexus King's name on this channel. It's like him and that painted beard is god awful. It's god awful. Nobody can tell me otherwise. But again,
I love the heel heat it gets though. Like everybody's like, oh, it's so terrible. Like
it's really bad. So I mean, let's be honest here. Max cuts a Max promo that we all know. I mean, I feel like we learned our lesson because going into this feud, Benny, you and I talked about it. I was just like, especially when it came to Swerve and how Max came to after him and what he said during that promo in the UK. I was just like, no, we cannot be talking about the Diddy Diddler, man. Like, we cannot. I could not.
I heard about this. That's right.
Bad.
I did hear about this, yeah.
But MJF, I'm actually very proud of him. He's just like, he calls out the locker room and it's just like, y'all better step up or get stepped on. I was just like, baller, I came here for this.
Yeah, it's a straightforward MJF promo. Like, these are kind of sort of the ones he was doing 2 years ago when he had that first one, right? Was that 2 years ago-ish?
Right? Something like that, yeah.
It's similar to that. It was like, hey, you got to meet me. I'm level of the devil. He went on that run for 7 or 8 months. I guess that would have been pre-Adam Cole Buddy Cop, right? I think that's what we're thinking, right?
Somewhere before they got thrown together.
Right. Standard, straightforward. Didn't hate this. Didn't hate the way this ended, and I know we're going to get there in a second. I hope it has momentum. A lot of these... this is kind of a wrestling in 2025 thing too, right? We sort of have these promos that are really solid and then we don't go anywhere with them.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, I see the danger of we're running it back a little too much. I still want to see him do something new, which I'm sure he will. We've watched a lot of AEW over the years. This is a very formulaic AEW. Here's how we start the show with the new champion. And that's fine. I don't hate that. It tells me what to do. I hope we see more with it.
Yeah. So again, Max, this is just the catalyst because then I was just like, all right, here we go. Let's get all the players involved for the next couple of pay-per-views. So let's do this thing. So as Max is cutting this promo, Kenny Omega in a pre-tape on the screen. Hi, Kenny. Love you. I was just like, I know you were busy this whole entire week, both in the States and in Japan. So that's going to be fun. But Kenny plays the what if game. He's just like, what if? And he stakes his claim that he wants to come after this title at some point. And I was just like, listen, MJF versus Kenny Omega would not to be upsetting to me. I'd be like, all right, let's do this. We know Kenny's not got long either in his career, thanks to a whole plethora of things. And then, of course, Swerve and Hangman come out. They still got beef with Max from World's End. Max runs out of there. Swerve and Hangman are in the ring. The ops are on the screen. The professor's favorite word and group, the ops.
I love that they covered up the fact that Shibata was in Japan. By,
I know.
Making him the cameraman.
Amazing.
That was a good nod. I caught that, yeah.
I mean, Samoa Joe is mad. He still has business with Max, but he needs to take care of Hangman and Swerve. Swerve and Hangman talk to, the ops on the screen.
Yeah, so, Kenny Omega coming from a Barry Manilow concert. Look at him in the background.
Yeah, seriously.
What does that look, Kenny? Come on.
Anytime Kenny wears like human clothes, you're like, that doesn't look right.
He thinks he's people. Oh, look at you. You think you're people.
And essentially what this comes down to for Swerve and Hangman is that tomorrow night on Dynamite, it is Swerve and Hangman versus Hook and Hobbs in a lights out match. I was like, dang, we're already starting off the year and we're going lights out. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I dig it.
So this is going to be interesting, to say the least.
For my picks for matches of the year, when we went over them, because we just had that episode a few weeks back, I had like 3 matches from January still on that list. So it's recency bias, sure, but AEW tends to come out quick those first few weeks, January, February. They have some stuff.
Oh, yeah, definitely. There was definitely a lot of stuff in the beginning of last year where it ended up on my list too, and like I like the outline in this promo where Swerve
Sure.
is like, "Let the worst man win." It's a great outline, you know, like and man, I hate that triple B, but I think that's the point.
I think you're supposed to. And not to talk about it too much because we got a lot to talk about. I think as far as filmed promos go, I think AEW's hit a really good stride with the filmed cutaway interruption video thing. Used to drive me nuts for years because they were always clunky over here at AEW, and WWE would actually they don't really do those anymore, but AEW's been trying to shoehorn them in there.
Yeah.
They all came off pretty clean, at least these last 2 or 3 that I've watched. So maybe they figure something out.
Like you remember that time where like Kenny Omega was like filming something in Japan, and then like the photo came out later on from somebody like in the crowd, like it's just like it's Kenny with a camera phone.
Yep.
We love it.
The
Good
things we do
times.
for content. Speaking
Honestly.
of promos, what happened after this?
So
Real
this is giving us everything that we're getting into for the next couple months, which is great. But speaking of what's coming up next, yes, this was great. So because of the success of the match at World's End, with a bunch of people just going crazy, we decided to get a Tornadoes Trios match, which saw again, Orange Cassidy and Timeless Tony Storm was a combo I did not know. And even before this, Tony Storm, hello, citrus boy.
She straight up ate an orange, not peeling it. Just went full haka. Like, oh my God.
Beforehand was just as crazy because we got some great moments. This is like, hello, citrus boy. Mina is jealous. Tony Storm is like, don't worry. Without saying the word, she's like, don't worry, Mina, we're lesbians. I don't love him like that. I was just like, okay. And then Roddy's just like, I don't want no part of this. But I'm like, but you do though, Roddy. You do. Don't lie to me. And Orange Cassidy just, existing. Which brings us into our Tornado Trios match. Timeless Tony Storm, Orange Cassidy, and Roddy taking on the Death Riders. Listen, Roddy and Marina just absolutely beating the crap out of each other is the best thing wrestling couples can do. And it is this maybe not as crazy as the match at World's End, but I still enjoyed this for what it was. This was fantastic. And I'm just saying, Tony Khan, I know you bugged this podcast. So if we can make the Trios championships to become also intergender rules too, where you can have intergender matches for the Trios championships. We don't need to make separate ones, but the Trios belts can be held by the same gender / concept of gender or mixed gender, a mixed tag. Yep. So because this is stuff that I want to see because of these last 2 matches we got at World's End and on this one. Betty, what did you? Yeah, Betty. I mean, this is the second match that we got. What did you think about this one?
I like this little polycule that's going on between
good word.
Orange and Tony. Thank you. This one was fun, but it sort of felt like the telephone game version of somebody telling a joke. Like you hear it once, it's really funny, and then you try to repeat it, but you miss a beat, and the punchline just falls flat.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty much this, but it was still fun.
Yeah, it's super fun. There's a little bit of a hiccup with the dancing to kick to beat thing. They kind of had to call Mina Shafir over, and they had to fix the thing out, which is not bad. It was just kind of funny to see. There was an interesting. I don't know. This was maybe going back a year or 2. There was a stretch where Orange Cassidy and Tony Storm were catching eyes, and this was about 3 weeks in a row. I remember Mikey and JVL clocked it, and we were like, "What does that mean? What's that going to be?" And then, of course, Cassidy got hurt, and then Tony went a different direction, and we never got to see that. It's kind of great that it was a slow burn 2 years later. Now that we're seeing this thing happen.
Tony Khan running things back like months and years later.
Even if it's an accident, take all the damn credit for it.
I mean, we had a match at World's End that was like that with Darby and Gabe Kidd. I was like, that was a match that was supposed to happen sooner, but reasons could not.
And I'm kind of over
it in here.
I'm over the Death Rider stuff, but I see that they're trying to keep it alive and do it differently. Fine. I think the only way to keep it alive is to do, I'm not saying goofy like it's bad, but sort of put the comic wrestling underneath it, because now we have the Death Riders as like Ken Shamrock. He's hilarious because it's too intense. Like, and then we can kind of mess with it underneath. I think that's fun.
I do think that they have corrected themselves a lot between where we were with the Death Riders at the beginning of last year to where we are now with them.
Fair.
But nobody can convince me otherwise, and I'm glad everybody else agrees that, one, Tony and Mariah should have main evented Revolution last year with the Hollywood ending match, and two, Moxley and Cope was hot garbage, but they rectified it with the street fight like a week later, but still. The Death Riders, thanks to tonight will be the night that I fall for you, Wheeler Yuta, help me. Looking like he came out of Hot Top. He fell into a Hot Topic clearance rack and it was basically like, here, I'll take all of this.
I wanted to save Wheeler Yuta for when we talk about Collision, but we could talk about him now quickly. We were calling for it for years. Yeah. Push Wheeler Yuta. Get him out there. Why is he always in the background doing nothing? Why is he that? He's one of the better workers in the company. He's still super young. Every match he does is super fun to watch, which we'll talk about when we get there. I know we got to get there quick. But,
so yeah,
dude, he just can't talk out loud. Poor guy. No one's coached him on promos for however long he's been there.
We're going to get to him a little bit later in Dynamite.
I know.
And this backstage promo was crazy.
It hurts my soul. Like,
Wheeler, I love you, but like we gotta do some stuff. But the Death Riders win thanks to Wheeler Yuta running interference for them. Yeah, this is fun. We got to keep going though, because we got a lot to cover still. Bandito's like, hey, I have a match against Max, but let me just fight, the Ring of Honor tag champs real quick. So Bandito versus Beast Mortos. I was just like, I don't care. I know where this is going. Bandito needs a win before facing Max at Maximum Carnage. But at the same time, I was just like, it's Beast Mortos versus Bandito, so I'm not going to complain. Now, Samuel, we're going to talk about you later, because I was just like, what is this, like, angry accent that is coming out your mouth? I was just like, oh God, when we get to Collision, we're going to talk about it. I was like, oh, what are we, Samuel? It's not even Sammy. I'm like, Samuel, what are we doing?
We got a lot to talk about. This was super fun. I love these two. Had a blast. They make jokes at each other. They did a whole Bull Toro thing out of nowhere.
This crowd was amazing, by the way. Shout out to the crowd.
Yeah, this crowd was great. The Collision crowd was a little confused for the first half. Let's be real.
Arlington, Texas, get it together. You've got a couple more weeks for this residency of Collision.
But they were. This was a great match. We could talk about it all day, but I don't think we need to. I had a blast watching this one.
Yeah. Benny, additional thoughts?
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm glad that they actually got some time to do this on national TV.
Yeah, they got a chunk of time, didn't they?
Yeah. And these guys have been working with each other for at least since at least 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Over in PWG and all around the Southern California. Well, that's all I really got to say. They're so great together. They're a match made in heaven, and the two strong luchadors that can't do. Nobody can do what they can do.
No. Yeah, this match rolled. Bandito wins. Shout out to Bandito for also putting a whole entire wrestling ring together in his hometown over the weekend and just doing a free show for the people living there. So
good man.
How can you not love Bandito?
That's amazing.
It really is. We're going to talk about it a little bit later in the show, though, because I was just like, I don't like what we're teasing Antonio Khan. Anthony. Like, You already took the tag titles away from Brodito. Don't break my heart now.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that either. I think it's kind of silly.
No, please don't do it. But let's keep going because speaking of which, I mean, this was before the match or after the match. There was a lot of Brodito this episode all over the place. So I'm excited because, again, we're getting at Maximum Carnage next week. Yeah, next week we're getting Max and Bandito. So that should be fun. Brody King has a squash match coming up very soon, which he wins against, Lee Johnson, which was very, very good. I was like, poor Lee, man. Poor Lee Johnson, but baby daddy Brody King for the win.
Yeah, this was 90 seconds, by the way. This was bam, boom, over commercial break.
I was just like, oh, we doing squash matches on Dynamite again? Okay. It's felt like it's been forever, at least the tail end. I was like, oh.
It's like Lee Johnson's really good. Brody King doesn't need an enhancement match. And moving right along.
Exactly. This moment brought to you by Moving On. Oh, okay. And we're just gone.
I'm going to wait until we get to the backstage segment with Bandito and Max and Brody King because I was just like, listen, on ROH, Bandito already got betrayed this past week. We don't need another one on AEW television too. I was just like, no, don't leave this man with no friends. That's not fun. But yeah, my baby daddy wins this squash match against Lee Johnson. Call me. Anyways, moving on. I'm probably going to get some hate for saying this, right?
Ooh.
So on paper, I was excited about this match. Was I still excited about the end of this? Yes. I do feel there was some missed connections for me in certain areas where it was a good match, but I wish there was a little bit more to make it a great one for me, which is probably going to get me some hate. Because on paper, I was really excited about this match. And then when I watched it, I was like, this is pretty good. I feel like we missed a couple of things to make it great, but I still had a good time with this. I just wanted more from this. And
what was missing? What did you want more of? More headgear? More blood? More what?
More violence? No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
Okay, maybe I don't think this will make a lot of sense. This is just how my weird little brain works. I feel that, in a wrestling match from start to end, I'm not saying that every match has to have a story, but there's like a certain crescendo to it all, right? I feel like we got to that point and then it kind of dipped and then we never got back to it. It was like for me, it felt like certain places were out of order a little bit. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I don't hate that. I could go either way with that. I don't disagree with you. I thought they worked really well together. Mm-hmm. Like there was two very intense performers whose brand and character are intensity. I missed where Josh got his head split open. I don't know when that happened. So all of a sudden,
I still couldn't figure that out. I was like, when that happened?
Unless he cut his forehead grimacing, like he just went so hard that it went.
This sheer anger,
entirely possible. I thought this was fun. I'll agree with you. I also think it's the first Dynamite of January. They got a long year to go.
True.
And I think this sort of measured, let's have a good match. Let's not get hurt day one. I think that was in a host of matches we'll talk about after this one, where it was like, hey, this is great. Let's not hurt each other, by the way.
Yeah. Just like you were saying, they definitely slowed down and took their time with this one, just like another match on Collision. Mm-hmm. And I really like the story of Mox showed weakness, even just like coming over the barricade. He sort of tripped over the barricade.
Yeah.
And you can't give that kind of advantage to Josh Alexander because Mox rolls in the ring, he's all over him, And I don't know where he got split up in either. I think one of those forearms might have caught him a little snug, but It's hard to tell. Man, these two are suited for each other. Like, I'd love to see a pay-per-view match without TV time.
I think I think like Mike is saying, you gave these two a little bit of a story and a reason to go for something. I think you could do something real special.
Oh, absolutely.
Agreed. So I can see that for both of you. It's like it is the first, well, technically the last, but the first Dynamite leading into the new year is just like, hey, we got 2 months without a pay-per-view. Let's try not to get people hurt. Yeah. So we got keeping this, going. Next up, Ricochet versus Jungle Jack Perry. I was just like, Jungle Jack Perry is just out here to be a meme. I was just like, the whole Continental Classic for him can be summed up as is like, what body part has he not bitten yet? Listen, in the whole run, replacing Darby Allin in the Continental Classic, he bit a finger, he bit someone's head, he bit Okada's dick. Like, it was crazy.
I heard about Captain Dick Bite. Yeah, I did hear about this. I don't know what your opinions were. These two brought out something really great about each other. Their timing was really good. They almost had a sequence in here that was almost catch wrestling, but then they started jumping over each other and like doing silly things. The bald, I can't palm your head bald thing instead of the hair pull. Like all the nods they had to each other. I don't know if they've worked together before or recently, but they were like they've been training together for however long. Like there was just something about the two styles they have. They were great. I thought this was fun.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to keep this one short. Ricochet was great.
It's over. Benny wins. It's over. No, I thought it was solid.
Oh man, we love to see it. So yeah, Ricochet is still our AEW national champion. Yeah. After the match, we had Goa beat up. Luchasaurus, who is rumored to be hurt again. Which I was like, we just got you back, but whatever, man. So hopefully it won't be too long. But yeah.
Oh, I think I missed it. Did they say that Ricochet's 2025 record was 18-10?
I think
he's still taking pins. This poor guy.
He's like, here's your reward for taking these pins. So AEW's newest champion, the national championship.
That's fair. He makes folks look great, and that'll be his legacy. Is he's that talented.
Yeah, man. I don't care what no one says. I liked his match against Dalton Castle at Final Battle. It was fun.
I want to see this. I haven't seen this.
Final Battle, and honestly, Lee Moriarty and Nigel McGuinness may have had one of the best matches, like technical wise, like this year too. Like so much good stuff.
I gotta go find that.
I will give you the login because I still watch ROH on a weekly basis. All right, let's keep it going. This is where we get the Wheeler Unit promo.
Okay. This is come on now. Go, Mikey, go.
So, first of all, hi, John Moxley. Renee, move over. Anywho. I was just like, this is the Moxley I can get behind. But no, I'm not going to fight Renee because Renee will beat me up. But love you, Renee. But Moxley cuts a promo. Again, also, this picture didn't show it justice, but the way that Mox is holding onto this belt, I'm like, this is the only way I want Moxley to hold this belt now. Where it's just tucked in. I was just like, what is happening? But I'm here for it. And then Wheeler Yuta steps up and he talks how he, because Darby had a video earlier in the show where he says he has unfinished business with the Death Riders. I was like, Darbs, you beat Moxley. What unfinished business do you think you got left? But, he's still got to take out Pac because Pac gave him a loss. And so Wheeler Yuta comes up and says, hey, did you forget I'm also here? So you have to fight me on Collision is basically what Wheeler said.
But Darby does his promo like under an overpass next to a campfire. Wheeler Yuta talking in front of a bunch of scaffolding they found outside. It's not the same. Wheeler Yuta got robbed on his opportunity to respond, and Wheeler Yuta's having a hard time putting thoughts together. That sucks. No one's coaching him. No one's building him up for that. They're not even giving him lyrics to sing. Like he's got none chance. Like, and I'm a Wheeler Yuta fan. I like him a lot. He probably has one of the top 3 entrance music themes of anyone in AEW. And poor guy, he's got to get coached up. He's got to get. Call me, Wheeler. I teach acting. It's my job. I do public speaking. I want to help you.
At least give him some bullet points, right? Like
something, anything. The guy's just treading water because Moxley goes out there and does these Ultimate Warrior promos, and then Wheeler Yuta has to follow it like, I'm going to say these words now. What does English mean? And then they just it sucks.
You know what? You know what I've seen a lot with some of the younger talent. Like they're great in pre-tapes, but like the promos like this, like they're sort of like okay.
When it's shooted as a sequence, right? When it's like, hey, we're going to do 4 promos at once. You're going to be in the background. Here's your cue. You're right. There is a generation that didn't come up with that, and it's tougher for them. Yeah. And I've seen this with some acting classes and acting for camera classes I've had. It's sort of a different skill set. It's different reps. Not to go into theater versus film stuff, but the theater kids tend to get it. The film folks tend to get a little stuck. But
yeah, because they're like waiting for their inline or whatever the word is. Like
there's a little bit of waiting, not listening, and you're not in the moment in the same way. And you saw that with a few other promos throughout the night too. And you could get good promos of wrestling in general. Am I in the moment? Am I here? Am I responding on impulse? As opposed to, am I waiting?
Yeah,
you gotta really listen.
And 1, 2, 3. I
Sure, yeah. You're a great example, and I know we're jumping ahead. Eddie Kingston talking to Tony Schiavone is an example of being in the moment and not caring. Yeah. Watch that all day. Sorry, Mikey, I'm on a tangent.
It's all good. We love Eddie Kingston in this household.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic. All right.
One of my favorite things of this promo, and like one of my favorite things lately, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Mikey, it's just that Daniel Garcia keeps looking off camera and is smiling and just drops his head to regain his composure, looks up and starts smiling again.
Can't do it, yeah.
Daniel's here having a good time. We'd love to see
I still think he's looking around like, how'd I end up in the Death Riders?
For real.
I'm on month 5. How did I get here? Sorry, Mikey, go ahead.
It's crazy. So we do reach to the main event of Dynamite, and I was just like, yes.
Yeah.
I was like, see, women can main event AEW television, Tony. I'm just saying. And this was given time, and this was given like 2 commercial breaks for me. I was just like...
This got a full 20 minutes. It was great.
I was just like, see, they can do it. This is what happens when you give them time, Tony. Please let this be a thing moving forward where we get lots of women's matches and giving them time. But this is for the main event of New Year's Smash. This is the TBS Championship. This is Mercedes Moné, taking on the challenger and one half of the AEW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Willow Nightingale, who of course is champ with Harley Cameron, and they are both known as the Babes of Wrath, which we love. This match,
chant though.
Yeah, I mean that's fair, but this match was so fucking good.
It was great.
This was classic. I was just like, damn.
My wife came in the first maybe 30 seconds of this. I was like, how come they're going so slow? How come they're going to this and this? And I told her 2 things. 1, it's the beginning of the year. They don't want to get hurt. 2, I'm pretty sure they got like 20 minutes to fill. And of course, the first 10 minutes, after the first 10 minutes, they started going home. And it was like, oh man, they're going for it. They were hitting hard. They were flying around. They worked really well together. There was a Willow Mercedes Moné match a while ago, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, was it Battle in the Valley, 2023?
Or New Japan Strong, yeah.
Okay.
Mercedes broke her foot.
Okay, that's where okay, because I remember watching in my head. I was like, I've seen them. I couldn't place it in the timeline, and I could have Googled it, but I felt shameful. This is great. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate that, Benny. Appreciate it. Really fun match. Great way to end it. I'm happy the way it ended. It makes 2026 very interesting. I love, well, and I'm sure Mike, you'll talk about it, but definitely earned. Super fun. Great way to end. Women can main event. Tony, make a main event. They can do it.
Well, what a great moment to end the year, and there people were not expecting this whatsoever. Like when Willow won and the 3 count was hit, like there was grown men in the audience in the front row hugging.
Yeah, that big bearded dude hugged his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know you got him, man.
And they earned it too. Like there were some moments in here where the crowd was never not in it, but it, like doing the Three Amigos on the outside before going to the tables. Like there were some wild moments in here where the crowd was like, this could have been a pay-per-view. Like they were all in on that. So I totally agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And just like you said, like I've been noticing a lot lately, like you can sort of tell which ones are going, which AEW matches are going a little bit longer. Because like before the first commercial break, they ain't doing nothing.
Right. We're to take our time, and not to invoke another promotion, but when you hear like The Rock and Triple H and Flair and other folks talk about the olden days, the commercial break was the time to milk it and sort of go full carny and do nothing. And then after the commercial break, the ref would tell them we're back, and then they'd kick it into another gear. Super fun.
Loved it. Willow Nightingale is our new TBS champion. The downfall of Mercedes Moné continues, and I cannot wait to see where both women go into 2026. So that was New Year's Smash for Dynamite. So now let's get into AEW Collision, which is the first episode starting off in our residency in Arlington, Texas at the Esports Arena once again. Love to see that for everyone. And yeah, I love that Collision is also one of the few shows where we get before, you know, the intro music and everything. We get like the pre-tapes of people like of people we're going to see on the show. I'm like, oh, Collision never changed. That's just like a small aspect of production I really love. Then, of course, we get, you know, Saturday, Elton John playing on our screen. And we just jump straight in with our first match. We got the debut of El Clon taking on Angelico, who we love in this household as well.
Who is Angelico?
Who is Angelico?
From Johannesburg, looking like Johnny Cage, 1993 Mortal Kombat Midway Games.
Right.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think I can't remember if this was said in an interview or in his social media, but he literally, that is his inspiration for his character.
Are you serious?
He's just vibey. Like he is vibey. He's been doing the vibes ever since Lucha Underground.
Ave Maria. I mean, he was great. Good for him. I just didn't know. I couldn't quite place him. Super.
Nailed it.
I know. So, hey, sometimes I get it right, unless it's my picks, and I'm usually way off. El Clon has the tattoos of like an angry old white man. Does anyone else notice that?
Yeah.
He's got the Icelandic thing here. He's got like UFOs on his ribs. He's got what looks like Lord of the Rings Elvish on his forearm.
I will say though, because he is so. El Clon, for those of you who do not know, is the luchador Ares, who, you know, happens to always team with Jack Cartwheel and Gringo Loco on the indies. So I was just like, yeah, luchadors tend to have some of the craziest collection of tattoos. Like if you look at any of the men on CMLL, like the collection of tattoos are also kind of crazy too. I was just like, you know what? It took me a little bit. I was fine with the big C on El Clon's chest. I was just like, all right. What? I was like, okay.
They were really pushing he's the antithesis to hologram. He's the opposite of hologram.
Like, I was like, you don't need a big C on your chest. I mean, not like that and giggity, but
is that movie was that called The Photo Bomb? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes.
Oh,
it's like,
man.
what references are we doing anyway?
Wow.
So this was a
Nigel?
fun match. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
Nigel was on one this episode. Legit, I was like,
really
Nigel. I was just like, what is happening? I was like, did we do some stuff backstage? Like, what's happening, Nigel? But again, this match was to give El Clon his first victory. Now that he's debuted. When we get Hologram back from injury, Tony Khan is gonna revamp that feud that we were supposed to get towards the tail end of 2025 before the injury. So, I mean, this was fun. I'm excited.
The only thing I want to say about that is that he has a lot of really interesting moves, like
for
that
sure.
delayed Pele kick thing. Like what was that? And
well, he did this weird Matrix freeze time thing, and then Pele kicked Angelica. Like, how do you? Wow. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know what just happened.
I'm really excited for you guys to see El Clon, which is, of course, still Arez to me, because Arez has been wrestling forever, and he's again popping up at GCW events all the time too. I'm really excited for everybody to get to notice him and his work, because it is fantastic. But I love it. It's all good. You're good. Anyways, keeping this train going, because again, we get another Moxley promo in a stairwell somewhere.
Why is that the frame you picked, Mikey?
Listen, I did not pick this frame. I would like to shout out Pro Wrestling and MMA News. It looks like he's taking a really massive dump.
I mean,
he's passing a kidney stone.
The phrase "put me down" or "buy me dinner" comes to mind.
That too.
God.
Like, just sucked on a lemon.
He ate something. So, I mean, this is an extension of what we got on Dynamite, so I don't really have much for us to say on this.
This was the Ultimate Warrior promo. He's just talking gibberish the whole time. He goes to touch the belt. He can't find it. And he's that one over there. And then
that lemon was hitting real hard.
Man, it was not a bad promo at all. That's not what I mean. But it was just sort of like, what are we doing in a stairwell? Killing me.
You know what is funny about Mox's promos is that, like, they'll seem nonsensical, right? And then like a month later, you realize that he was talking about this the whole time.
You're right. In the moment, it's serial killer gibberish, right? But then once you actually get the murder board out, you go, "Oh, he was telling us the whole time."
Yeah, it's like little breadcrumbs,
Sure.
So, I mean, Moxley's going to be a busy boy tomorrow night against a certain someone, which we'll talk about them in a little bit later. But right now, more women's action. We did a tag team match. The Timeless Love Bombs taking on the newest signees to AEW and Hyan and Maya World. Again, what a whirlwind it has been for Hyan and Maya World over the last couple of months, with the situation that happened between another set of female wrestlers and, things happening. But I don't have too many notes on this one. I was just like, this is fun. Get Hyan and Maya World on television more. And it's Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa. Everybody loves these little lesbians, and we do too.
This reminded me to check Mina's height and go, oh, that's right. She's 5'2". Wait a minute. You are 5'2". Wrecking house. My God. Super fun. Not a lot to talk about other than I enjoyed watching this, and I'm not familiar with Hyan Maya World. I know a little bit of the story and the drama because group chats and other stuff, but still fun to watch. Go Benny, go! Go Benny, go!
So I had to be this guy, but these two girls have an entrance. The other ones don't. So let's not worry about that no more. You know what I mean? Like,
you're not wrong.
I don't mean the way it sounds. I'm just saying, like. But anyways, the good thing is about my Hyan and Maya World being signed is that you get a hungry vet in High-End and a great prospect in Maya World. And they tore it up with Mina and Tony.
Oh yeah.
Didn't look like they were off a step. Great stuff.
Yeah. There was one moment that really stood out to me as I watched the replay, and I'm trying to find it, but don't wait for me because that's bad podcasting.
Very fair. So Tony and Mina would get, the win here. And Tony, we're going to talk about you a little bit later, girl, because we were all over the show tonight. I need Marina Shafir to look at me like this all the time.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Mega Problems win in a squash match against some local talent. We don't want to say enhancement talent. We say local talent. But yeah.
My son watched this with me, and he was like, "What is that?" It's like, "Well, she does jujitsu. That's a chokehold." Wait, what? Yeah. The rest of it's above your pay grade. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like I couldn't explain.
Explaining to a child that the name of the finisher is Mother's Milk and all the innuendos that come with it.
What did they call it? It's the name of a chokehold. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm not. I'll tell you later. Okay.
We'll tell you when you're older. Like when you start catching feelings, then we'll talk about it.
Watching wrestling with me, he's gonna catch a lot of feelings.
Ayo.
That's where it started. All of a sudden you go, wow.
All these people are hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, everyone has that first Lita match.
I
said that out loud. Anyway, keep going. Please keep going.
Gonna save that for later.
First what, Benny? First what, Benny?
Tell me.
You started it.
Or their first WCW trading card.
There's always one. And then how it has led to us, I have a baby daddy in AEW now. A couple of them, actually. So, anyways, we love the Mega Problems. They, again, also, shout out to Megan Bain, who has been on a very busy schedule the last couple of months, making her AEW dates and flying to Japan for the Stardom stuff as well. I mean, she competed in the, Goddess of Stardom tag tournament, and she was part of Dream Queendom not too long ago last week as well. So, Megan, we love you. This is fun. I can't wait to see more of the Mega Problems. Josh Alexander scared me with his face in this promo.
Yeah, he looked like the ShamWow guy.
ShamWow?
Look at him. He's just...
Josh Alexander and the part of the Don Callis family that was not in Japan were like destroying some extras.
Yeah, they're just destroying randos out in. This wasn't Omaha. This is Arlington. Yeah, they're just dudes who are there just minding their own business, trying to work, and they're crushing them.
The Don Callis family, Josh says, is they're going to be handling business, and when Etchy. Not Josh, I love you. I know you're Canadian, so the inflection of the Spanish is not in you. But I was just like, Hetchy. I was just like, God, it made me cringe, but I love you, Josh, so I'm going to let it slide. So they're going to handle business, and they're going to make sure that Etchy Settle, is going to get that shot at the TNT Championship, which was just like, oh, yeah, I forgot that was a match that is happening tonight, and I'm looking forward to said match. But yeah, Josh Alexander was scaring me in this promo, which, I love. I was frightened and slightly turned on. But moving along.
He scared you in real life, too. He's a 6'4", 275
He is huge. I was like, he is a big man. It is in person. It is wild.
Let's not forget Lance Archer just throwing someone through the ceiling and just walking away going, death, kill him? I don't even know what he said.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Josh is huge.
Dies.
Lance is huge. Luchasaurus is a tall mofo too in person as well. Like me, JVL, Jesse, and Adolfo found that out the real way. When we met him in person, I'm like, this is a big mofo. Anyhow.
Yeah, the funny thing is that like when he picked up the guy and like put him through the ceiling, it was like the enhancement talent was just like uppies.
Uppies, Lancey. Uppies, Daddy Lance. Uppies.
It wasn't that far from the top of Lance's head to the ceiling. You know.
I love the local talent just walking up to monsters from AEW, like, "Excuse me, uppies," and just hands up, like, "Uppies." But then someone like Brody, like, "Okay," just throw them around.
Amazing. Brody, Lance, like these big monsters who are lovable people as well. Love it.
good.
And this, you know what? Thanks to you two, this was a lot more fun than I thought initially it was. But we got to keep going though, because we still got a lot to talk about. Like, speaking of TNT Championship #1 contenders match,
Dude.
These two can do no wrong in my eyes. Win. So, #1 contender, Commander, Hechicero. Love both of them to death.
Yeah.
This was great. Of course, we got some interference from the Don Callis family, but even with that, this match was still a lot of fun. These two, give me more.
There were 4 moments where Hechicero saved Commander's life, and like totally missed a thing. Something totally happened, and Hechicero just caught him, or moved on to the next thing, or did a little bit extra to make sure he didn't hit his head or fall. Like he let Commander go for it, and Hechicero just saved him every time. And I wasn't trying to be conscious of it either. I was just sort of like, oh, I think that. Hang on, and I got to rewind it and watch. But like, oh yeah, he slipped. He slipped on one moment off the ropes. Hechicero got in there and caught him. He almost completely missed that spinning Hurricane Rana thing, but Hechicero, like all these little moments, like wow, you are really in sync and in the pocket if you two are working like that. Like it was masterclass. Right. So
and watching, especially with Hechicero and CMLL too, like Lucha Libre in general, I feel like don't get enough credit of how good they are at the improvisation of everything, because they can switch on the fly if they need to, whether it is saving people's lives or just changing things up. And I was just like, it's wild. So
and it's not saving them from injury, saving their lives. Like it's not
They are literally like the high-flying, death-defying stunt people of professional wrestling.
Oh yeah,
nothing is better than a great base, right? So like anybody that can just catch you out of midair.
Commander runs and jumped onto his neck, and Hechicero just stands there. And goes, okay, like that's Commedia dell'arte, old school stuff. Like that's crazy.
Like, I thought this one was fun. It was. I like the story of El Clone coming back out. So there's clearly setting up something there with Commander and El Clone, because Commander is sort of like the de facto hologram. Like they haven't really found it. What's that?
So I said, sure, I agree with you. Yeah.
But I just meant because like sometimes like when the hologram's not there, like Commander's in the conglomeration for a week.
The utility players and stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely. But he's a great utility player, so that's why he keeps the job.
Yeah. No. Yeah. We used to see Commander a lot when he first got to AEW, and then I can't remember if he went back down to Mexico or what, but I'm glad that he's getting a run again. It's good to see him.
100%. So Hechicero has gotten a match with Mark Briscoe for the TNT Championship down the line too. So
Styles make fights. What the hell is that? Briscoe Hechicero.
I'm excited.
Kung Fu versus Yahweh style.
What a shit show.
What a mix. Oh man, I'm excited. It's gonna be fun for sure. All right, let's keep this going though. Against their will, Tony Khan is making Anthony Bowens and Max Caster do stuff, and I love it.
This was so good, and mind you, I knew nothing going into this. All I knew was that both of them on social media were talking all the shit. And I'm like, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? And then light bulbs just going off in my brain the whole time I'm watching this. Hysterical. This is brilliant.
Exactly. This is exactly how you bring something that has been like a web exclusive to television. You know,
Yes.
because like they've been Giancarlo has been following around Max for Caster for like a year and a half. uh,
Dude.
like those little segments are always friggin' great. And
Oh
this
man.
was super fun, and I love the dynamic of them. Like now, but
I hope
I
we
always
get more.
get
Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. What were you gonna say?
I didn't mean to cut you off. I've been missing this since the Adam Cole MJF.
Yes,
I've
exactly.
wanted my buddy cop sitcom in the middle of AEW for months. So I'm kind of happy to finally get it back. That's all I was saying. Go ahead, continue.
No. All I was just gonna say was that like I love the acclaimed, and I'm here for it, and I like that they switched up the routine. So
It just came off to me like we're just gonna try and make each other laugh and
Love
like
it.
try to keep a straight face. I'm gonna try and ruin a take by
yes,
making you laugh. Like the whole partner bit was like, oh, so he's your partner? He's not my partner. We're not partner. And then running through the streets, it's not my partner. The bareback gorilla joke, sticking your hand in the mouth, like all these stupid, like, what are we doing? When I think of you, I think gay because you're an ally. And whoa. Like it was just so smart and
They know
fun.
each other so well and how to ride that line with each
And
other.
like
It's so
trying
much
to keep
fun.
a straight face when your friend is coming for you. Like you're it's so good.
Oh man, I love it. Give me more of this, please, on screen. This is great. But moving on though, Eddie Kingston's just is like, nah, we're just gonna talk to the crowd. I was just like, just like Eddie Kingston never change. We love it.
This is great. Calling out the birthdays was hilarious. Crushing Tony Schiavone, going, you can hold the mic up to my face. No wonder Flair hated you. Like, oh damn. Like just stone cold on it.
Ortiz not trying to have a laugh about Eddie Kingston just being Eddie.
Yeah, and just
Uncle Eddie just doesn't give a flub. Like,
I
love
love the behind the curtain nod where he's like, I've tried to leave this company. I've almost left this company like 8 times. And Tony just goes, yeah. Like, so I could only imagine Eddie in negotiations with Tony Khan. It probably does it like a promo, like just talks all the shit. This was great. And they didn't know when the promo was over. They didn't know where to go, the music or nothing. It was like, I guess we're done. Thanks. And just walks away. And the crowd's like, all right, that was cool, I think. And then they turn the music on. It's great.
yeah, this was fantastic. Like, I like that this episode was very much a stripped down, old school wrestling style episode.
Sure.
Like we got promos in the ring. We got matches with promos afterwards. Like they're good stuff. Like this was wicked fun. And happy birthday once again to whoever's birthday it was.
Happy birthday. And all these
we
kids
love
are
it.
cheering. And I was like, damn.
So yeah. So I mean, essentially, Eddie and Ortiz are still coming after GYV, and we're going to talk about those boys in a little bit. But right now, we got a match between. This match was kind of great. I'm not even going front. This is Jet Speed. So Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey taking on. What I'm hoping they finally got rid of, the Jericho stuff because it is Big Bill and the Bounty Hunter. Brian Keith, and I was just like, Bounty Hunter is back, baby. And I'm excited about it. I was just like, this is the Brian Keith that I've been wanting, not the Bad Apple, because that was horrible. I need to fight men's champion Brian Keith up in this piece. And Benny, you pointed this out, on the social medias, and then we talked about it briefly too. I was just like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going down with Big Bill and, Brian Keith, but they're like, hey, let's do this. And I was just like, are these mofos like in a second gear? Like, what happened? Like, there was a sense of urgency from them. I'm like, holy shit. I was just like, I don't know what happened, but can we keep this, please? Like,
yeah. There was a moment like in the promo right beforehand where Big Bill said something and he turns it over to Brian Keith. And Brian Keith does his bad apple line, but then he transitions into the bounty hunter, and he never looked back after that. You know, he was like dumbass, and everybody's got a price. Exactly? You summed it up perfectly. There was a sense of urgency, and Brian Keith has amazing chemistry with both Jet Speed.
With both Jet and Speed, yeah.
It's Jet and Speed.
Not to talk this to death, because I agree with both of you what they said. I can't help but feel like Jericho had some sort of meddling storyline thing and kind of pulled these two into that orbit and kind of got them stuck for 7 months. Granted, they were selling whatever and people hated it and they got the wrong kind of heat, in my opinion, kind of killed their momentum. I kind of miss Large William as the big stupid redwood idiot. I miss that dumb guy because those were my favorite promos for about 9 months going way back. I don't think we'll ever get that guy back. But if we have a genuine partnership between these two, which should not exist in any other way, I think it kind of works. It could work a little bit longer, at least get them out of whatever rut they're in, moving forward. I agree. I think everyone's chemistry in this match was actually really on point. We've seen Large William be the base for a lot of things. But there were more risks taken with him. I can't remember him catching so many flips and so many things to the outside than I did in this match. Like, oh, you're actually in the thick of it now. Really solid match. I'm interested. I'm interested to see what they do, and that's not something I've said about these two in a while.
Definitely,
100%. Can't wait to see what we do next with Jet Speed, but I'm very excited to see where Big Bill and Bounty Hunter go. Large William, we love you.
I think Jet Speed, I love them both as singles guys, but as a tag team, they totally work and they're killing it. So I hate this.
Yeah, they're so good. Regardless, I was just like, I'm so happy that y'all signed to AEW and we get to see you on a frequent basis. Let's go. All right. The British boys are back and they have some words for Mr. Edward Kingston and Ortiz. And so I was just like, you know what? I like this feud. I'm excited to see where this goes. I was just like, man, GYV out here just continuing to get swole and been wrestling forever. And I'm really excited that they get to be on AEW television. So I'm like, I love you, boys. That is all I have to say.
The tag division really got a nice shot in the arm this week.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is the guy with long hair is really familiar. I have no idea who these two guys are.
Oh man, you're gonna love them. They're great.
I'm excited. They cut a bitchin' promo. They're wearing the scarves. They're angry Brits, which does it for me. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm in. You're gonna talk to me angry in that accent? I will do whatever you like. Yes, sir.
You will fold like a lawn chair.
See ya.
Be like, welcome to the after hours where we learned about John's kinks. And
here's what's wrong with me, guys.
Be like, welcome to the after hours.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if one of these guys spit out Sonnet 29 or something, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna have to really think about myself. What are we doing about Mikey? Go, Mikey, change the subject.
Be like, don't ruin the surprise for your birthday. We're gonna get you a British band for your birthday. Anyways,
you can buy those.
I mean,
you can buy those.
Facebook Marketplace is a place.
They come in a big crate like the Ark of the Covenant, right? And it's just hammered shut, and you gotta.
We love it. Oh man, I got Professor to break, so I was like, I did my due diligence for the night. So we're gonna keep going though.
Oh, that was good.
Dante Martin with my favorite line of the night is like, "My mama didn't raise no bitch. What about you, Benjamin?" I was like, "Damn, Mama Shelton, Mama Benjamin continuing to get strays from professional wrestling."
I love Mama Shelton. I love that whole angle going back. Shelton talking about that on, I guess it was that.
He
Van
had
Vliet?
so much fun when he was talking about it with Chris Van Vliet.
Yes,
like,
that's such a good interview with
he's
him.
Just like, people were like, I wouldn't have done it. I was just like, I'm game. I'm on television every week, so why not, right? And, the funny thing is even in that interview, he talks about how, not as crazy now, but he still has a really fun relationship with the person who played his mama on screen.
Like, they've run into each other at events and other things. She's an actress. She's doing all kinds of stuff. I forget her name, but she's working. Was Dante a replacement? Was this?
Yes, because originally it was supposed to be Shelton versus Scorpio Sky. Scorpio wasn't medically cleared. Hopefully, this does not mean he's injured again. But Dante was a step in, and I was just like,
killed it.
I was like, more of this Dante, please.
Shelton Benjamin is a specimen. Like, he's always been incredible, right? Like, is just a monster. And Dante got to go farther faster with him as the base, which is the theme of tonight. Like, Shelton ragdolled him a few times, and Dante's a big dude. Like, he had him up and over and folded and tossed and everything else. Dante stepping in, I guess, relatively short notice, just going, "Hey, we're going to do this match." Okay, great, go. Very impressive. I want more from Dante like this. Of course, I'm worried about Bobby. I hope Bobby's okay. Nobody knows what the injury is. All we know is that he's out indefinitely. Like, that's terrifying. But if this means Shelton singles star gets pushed, let's go. Let's.
Yep.
I want to see it.
I cannot wait.
Yeah. As it pertains to Bobby, I would imagine it's a allergic reaction to getting pinned.
It causes the hair to fall out.
We bald people.
We're bald. We can say that.
I think I learned a lot. I think I learned a lot about both of you, a lot more than I thought I was going to tonight. I was like, is that how you lost the hair? Both of y'all got pinned so much?
We got pinned, and it's a thing.
I don't pin and tell.
Benny wins. Benny's in the bonus.
So this match, like, I really liked. Shelton's 50, right?
God, black don't crack, y'all. Black don't crack.
Exactly. You never know it, but his body does.
Wow.
So he's not going to be able to keep up with what Dante can do. Dante's like, what, 26, 27?
Something like that.
So I really like this match because during the right before the commercial, like, he throws him out and, like, they get, like, the injury angle, and then they slow it down over the next few minutes with Dante getting the babyface sympathy as as Shelton just mauls him, right? So, like, it ended up working out perfectly for both of them.
Dante got that babyface sympathy, but then Shelton does those 3 German tosses, and the crowd goes, "One more time." They're cheering for Shelton to crush babyface.
We love it
because they're having fun. Even the crowd's like, "You know what? Kill him. It's fine. He's done. Go ahead."
Be like, Caesar deems that you shall be given more violence.
You know what? We're okay with you crushing him. The handshake at the end and MVP's promo at the end set it up great. I don't know if this is a middle, not a face turn, but like a tweener turn for Sheldon and MVP and where we're going. It's because they would obviously have more to do. especially with this angle of we're just here to make money, so they can make any match they want as long as there's money involved, right?
Right.
But yeah, Shelton at 50. Woof. Man, my cardio's trash. I'm out of breath driving places. I don't know how he does what he does, man.
Oh man. So Shelton does win. Him and Moxley are going at it on Dynamite tomorrow, so it should be very, very fun to watch. Oh man, we got to keep going though. Samuel, we talked about you earlier, but Samuel, what was this? I was just like, what in the telenovela was this? Like, this was bad telenovela.
Oh man, he looks like somebody straight out of GTA.
What was
Vice
this
City.
accent? What was this angry accent that he was doing?
Not 456, Vice City.
Yes.
God, now I can't unsee it. He is GTA Vice City. It is crazy.
Even the 8-pixel mustache he has is not quite right. Man.
Samuel, what was this? What was this character choice? What was this voice we were going? I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, we were just certain inflections away. I was expecting to hear "I am the mighty Cornholio." I was like, what was this?
Oh man,
Sammy.
I do kind of love the ending of this promo where he just, hey, you just had to ask, and the answer is yes, amigo. And just walks away.
I was like, what was this?
I love it. Just like, you're so annoying. Just ask me.
I don't know if this is a new direction for him. We'll see how it pans out. I'm just gonna be an evil. I don't know. I can't even make a joke about it. I'm not sure because he's
God.
Actually, Mikey, this will make sense. There's always one guy dressed like this at the Kinsey, right? And he stands.
God, yes. There's always one.
He stands in the back, close to the exit or near the punch, and you're just like, whose cousin is that?
I was just like, he's someone's Theo, 3 times removed. I was just like, nobody claims him, but he still pull up to the function. I was just like, why? Nobody knows.
he used to go to community college. He's taking a semester off.
Gosh,
he used to be a cook. He used to work in this hotel. Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
He's the opposite of Bard, which is a jack of all trades, master of none, with the exception to one. I was just like, what is this? Samuel. So we're getting Sammy and Bandito, coming up because, again, Bandito is getting ready to face off against MJF at Maximum Carnage in 2 weeks for Dynamite. God, this was so bad, but I could not stop laughing of how bad it was. I was like, I was entertained. This was bad, but I was entertained.
I haven't seen a Sammy match in probably over a year because he was hurt. There was a baby, and then I wasn't able to get here. So I'm excited to see him in the ring again.
I think the match is going to be fun, though, so this should be fun. All right, we got to keep going because we still got 2 more things to talk about. The fact that please donate to the Stokely Hathaway Foundation for injuries sustained at World's End. God, you gotta love Stokely and FTR right now.
It's brilliant.
Nigel, this is also the picture where I was like, Nigel, I think we were rolling tonight. What? I was like, what is happening? Nigel McGuinness. I was just like, what? I was like, what?
He's staring at the background at Biconic's Wrestle Podcast. Look at him. He's staring right into the 90s.
Did Danielson introduce you to the ayahuasca? What's going on?
Okay. He's going on a vision quest right now.
Yeah. God, I love this. This was so dumb, but I loved it. Stokely has been one of my favorite memeable characters just in the last couple of months. We got this. But of course, we got The Shining where Brody King punched through a whole wall and was choking out Stokely.
Yeah.
And then of course it was so good. And then before that, he's short, he's bald, and he gets no hose. What?
Oh man.
God, fans are the greatest because that is still one of my favorite moments. Even Copeland and Stokely were breaking character throughout the whole thing.
Oh, just crushed him. Yeah. So good.
So we're running up on it, but let's get into the main event of Collision, where it is, my favorite, Daredevil, who still needs to slow down, but he's not going to listen to me, Darby Allin, versus the I fell into a clearance sale at Hot Topic, and this is what I came out with, Wheeler Yuta.
But they're so good.
Yes, this match was baller. I was just God, I was love it.
They were so good. They distracted Jon Moxley from talking. Like the first few minutes of this, Moxley can't answer anything that's being said because he's watching everything they're doing. Darby hit his head hard on the apron, whatever that weird DDT thing is. His whole head just goes bop, bop, bop. And Jon Moxley goes, ugh. Well, I guess he hasn't been in the hospital this week. He's about to.
When you get Jon Moxley, of all people, to be concerned like that, there is something wrong.
Exactly. And he stopped. You could see it because the camera cuts in and he stops chewing gum for a second. He's no longer chewing gum, and he just, wow, he hasn't been in the hospital yet. He's about to. It's like, yeah.
Moxley dad mode came in for a hot second.
Dude, that was crazy. The fact that, I don't know what it was. It was something in between the ropes. Yuta tosses him. Darby lands, and he does a whole fentanyl lean before he goes into the next move. Like, goes full starched. And then Wheeler does the next thing. Like, the timing and selling that they both had for this match was amazing.
It was. And, of course, yeah.
Someone teach Wheeler Yuta how to talk out loud. Please.
We're like, that's the only component we're missing. But, these two weren't the only ones to have some sort of action throughout this match, because Timeless Tony Storm coming out like a bat out of hell, and her and Marina start fighting. And then Danny comes out for like a lariat. It's like, but Darbs would end up winning this match though. And I was just like, this was a great Collision main event. This was great.
Yeah, there was a lot of short, distinct storytelling throughout this week. Where they were like planting seeds for like probably what's going to come up in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Like, what is it like with Marina and Tony, and I'm sure that'll come back around, and it's great to have Megan Bayne back, but like this match, I've seen. Have you guys ever heard of IWTV? Internet Wrestling Television.
Yeah.
It's like the indie app, essentially.
That's something JBL and Andrew would watch, yeah.
This match is all over it for like 3 years. These two know each other inside and out. And like... you can totally tell, like they bring out something different in each other every time, like going back to that, like mixed tag that they had with Marina, Wheeler, Darby, and Stat like a couple months ago. Like these guys just really know how to put on a really fun, entertaining match that they can pull off. And it had a little bit of Chuck Taylor in there, I believe.
Chucky T.
Chucky.
We love Chucky T.
Man, Darby was selling, or did he actually like break a finger or a hand?
At this point, it's Darby, so who knows at this point? The answer is yes.
The answer is your bones are made of flour.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Benny. These two are incredible. Like the way they work together and know each other, and just the feel they had to just call spots and play, like incredible. It's too early in the year to go, this is the match of the year, but like, damn, I hope they meet again. At a big event, and everyone can see, and really showcase that. Especially because with Will Ospreay out, you have room now. I love Will Ospreay. He does take up space because he's Will Ospreay, and he kind of deserves it, right? You have a chance to be seen. Push Wheeler Yuta, give him better lyrics.
Oh man. Well, I mean, yes, Will Ospreay is out of in-ring action, but for us New Japan folks, Callum Newman was staring daggers at Osprey this weekend and almost hit him with the chair. I was just like, oh, this is going to be some beautiful storytelling for, United Empire, because New Japan is going through a lot right now. But we're going to talk about that on Monday, though, because there's a lot happening in Japan right now. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, what a great way to kind of end / begin the year for AEW television. So New Year's Smash was fun to end the year, and Collision was fun to start the year. And man, we're already working towards Maximum Carnage in 2 weeks. We got, Revolution on the horizon in March, which of course your boy is going to be at because it's in Los Angeles, nice. Which I'm super excited, and I cannot wait. But yeah, gentlemen, thank you for being here this evening. It was really, really fun. We, hopefully next week we will get the full panel together and just, shoot the breeze, talk the shit, because it's always fantastic.
Yeah, great to be back. I will fight. I will fight to be consistent, but it's good to be back.
Your character is that you're not. No, just kidding. Hey, but you know what? I am really happy to have you here tonight, Professor, and I am gonna rub this in JVL's face because I can, and also I love him. Anyways, but we got to get up on out of here. We got a whole bunch of stuff still coming up this week. We are in our full swing back to regular scheduled programming. Tomorrow night is the double header. Of course, Will, I, and Kiltz will be here at 5:30 p.m. Pacific to review NXT. And then the CMLL crew will be here at 8 p.m. Pacific to talk about Lucha Libre. We had the Sin Salida. So we had our epic cage match where somebody was losing their mask or their hair. It was crazy. So it was fantastic. Whoa. 16 people in a Mexican-built steel cage. That is crazy. Whoa. And the entrances were locked. The only way you got out with safety is you had to climb over that thing. It was nuts.
It sounds like Saw in Tijuana.
I mean, essentially. And then, of course, we are ending this week on Friday with the TNA crew, where we're going to talk about the second to last episode. This is the final episode of the TNA on Access TV television before we get into next week's episode of the premiere on AMC, which is nuts about that television deal that happened for TNA. And we talked a little bit about it before the holidays. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff coming up this week. But we got to get up on out of here. So thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, we will be here this week. So please stop by and say hi because we love you. But from all of us here at BC WrestlePod, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, stay iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story. We will catch you tomorrow for our doubleheader of NXT and CMLL. But until then, sayonara, adios, and until next time, peace.